The unearthing in present-day Egypt, an excavation team uncovers a hidden tomb beneath shifting desert sands. Inside lies a sarcophagus, blackened and bound with ancient chains etched with warnings. Archaeologist Dr. Lena Cade ignores local superstitions and orders it opened. When the sarcophagus cracks, a blast of sand and insects fills the chamber. Something old, hungry, and furious awakens. The curse reborn strange phenomena begin immediately. Team members hallucinate whispers and forgotten tongues. A swarm of scarabs devours one worker alive, leaving only bones. The expedition flees, but the sarcophagus vanishes into thin air. At the same time, storms begin ravaging Cairo, carrying with them the scent of decay. Lena suspects they've unleashed a curse bound by the gods themselves. The return home Lena smuggles fragments of artifacts back to London despite her team's growing fear. Her mentor, Dr. Harrow, warns her that the glyphs belong to Set, the god of chaos. That night, Lena dreams of drowning in sand as a skeletal figure approaches her. She wakes to find a room filled with dust and insects crawling from the walls. The curse has followed her. First resurrection at the British Museum, the fragments fuse together, reforming into the stolen sarcophagus. A guard investigates, but is ripped apart by unseen claws. The mummy rises, its skin burned and peeling, sand spilling from every crack. Its mouth opens unnaturally wide, screaming with the sound of countless voices. The curse begins to spread through the city. The dead walk, bodies in the museum morgue twitch and rise, their mouths filled with sand. These reanimated husks hunt Lena, whispering her name in hollow voices. She narrowly escapes with Harrow, who confesses the glyphs warned of a one chosen. The mummy is hunting her specifically. Lena is both horrified and drawn to the truth. She is part of the prophecy. Cairo in flames news spreads of sandstorms sweeping across cities, burying streets in minutes. Survivors report seeing shadowy figures in the dust, tearing people apart. Lena realizes the curse is not contained. It is global. Harrow reveals an ancient order once kept the mummy bound, but its bloodline died out centuries ago. Unless they reseal the creature, humanity is doomed. The marking Lena discovers a scar on her wrist shaped like an eye, burned into her skin since the tomb's opening. The mark allows her to see glimpses of the mummy's past. Once a high priest condemned for betraying the gods, buried alive and cursed to burn forever. His goal is not conquest, but annihilation, to burn the world as he burned. The mummy strikes. The mummy hunts Lena through London's underground tunnels. Its body is half human, half charred bone, wrapped in molten bandages that smolder like fire. Every surface it touches ignites or rots instantly. Lena and Harrow barely escape by collapsing part of the tunnel, but dozens die in the chaos. The mummy grows stronger with each soul it consumes. The Order of the Burning Eye, a secret cult, emerges, worshipping the mummy as Set's chosen avatar. They carve their bodies with fire-scorched runes, offering themselves willingly to be devoured. Lena infiltrates their hideout, only to learn they see her as the vessel destined to merge with the mummy. The cult's chant summon plagues, locust swarms, and rivers of blood. Humanity begins collapsing into panic. The scholar's betrayal, Dr. Harrow reveals he has been working with the cult all along. He believes the mummy's return is inevitable and wants to use Lena to control it. Devastated, Lena flees as Harrow delivers her location to the creature. That night, she is dragged into a cathedral overtaken by sand where the mummy finally confronts her. Its burned face hovers inches from hers, whispering, "You are mine." A city buried London falls under siege. Buildings collapse as sand devours the city block by block. Lena escapes the cathedral, but millions are dead or turned into sand husks. Military forces intervene, unleashing bombs, but the mummy reforms from ash and bone each time. Lena realizes no weapon of man can kill it, only the god's fire can. The tomb of Set following fragmented visions, Lena travels back to Egypt, seeking the tomb of Set hidden beneath the Valley of the Kings. Inside, she finds murals depicting a ritual of sacrifice, binding the mummy with a mortal soul. The markings on her arm glow as the tomb walls tremble. The truth becomes clear. Lena was chosen not to kill the mummy, but to become its prison. The burning sands, the mummy and its cult pursue Lena into the desert. At night, the dunes rise like waves, swallowing whole caravans. The cult chants in ecstasy as the mummy's power grows, creating burning tornadoes of sand. Lena flees into the tomb, finding weapons forged with divine metal glowing faintly in the darkness. They are humanity's last chance. Showdown in the tomb. The mummy enters the tomb, its presence shattering stone walls. Lena wields the divine blade, hacking through hordes of cultists. The mummy tears through traps effortlessly, regenerating each wound. Harrow reappears, pleading for Lena to join them, but she drives the blade through his chest. His body crumbles to ash as the mummy roars in rage. The ritual of fire. Lena performs the ancient ritual, chanting words she doesn't understand as the blade glows with white fire. The mummy lunges, clawing her body, breaking bones. She forces the blade into its chest, but it only grows more powerful, absorbing the fire. The only way to finish the ritual is to bind herself willingly. She hesitates, then accepts her fate. Sacrifice. Lena plunges the blade into her own heart, fusing her soul with the mummy's. Their bodies merge into a horrifying half-human, half-burning corpse. For a moment, she sees into its mind, the endless torment of burning alive for eternity. Her scream merges with its roar as the tomb explodes in blinding fire. The silence after the desert is quiet. The cult lies in ruins, burned to dust. The sandstorms vanish, leaving scorched earth. Soldiers find the tomb collapsed with no sign of Lena or the mummy. The Necronomicon-like blade is missing. Survivors whisper that the gods have finally claimed their vengeance. The world reacts, cities begin rebuilding, but whispers spread of new plagues in distant lands. Scholars argue whether the mummy was destroyed or merely sealed again. The British Museum hides its remaining artifacts, terrified of another awakening. The media dubs the disaster the burning night. Humanity breathes, but uneasily. Lena's awakening deep beneath the desert. Lena awakens in darkness, her body fused with sand and ash. Her eyes glow like fire as whispers echo in her head. She realizes she is neither fully human nor fully monster. The gods gave her a choice: protect the world or burn it. She screams, the sand trembling around her. Epilogue. The burning eye in a distant temple. Cult survivors kneel before a shrine. Piano. A single eye, carved from obsidian, opens within the sand. A voice whispers, the prison is weak. Soon the fire will rise again. The camera pans upward, showing endless dunes shifting as though breathing. The mummy is not dead, it is waiting.